Upcoming R-rated action thriller, Play Dirty, streaming globally on Prime Video October 1st. And here to talk about it with us are two stars of the film, the one and only Mark Wahlberg and, of course, Keegan-Michael Key. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
How you doing, Steve?
I mean, it's good to see y'all. I noticed the watching the movie. It was pretty fly right there. It was pretty fly. It's typical with you. Talk to me about the movie. Tell us about the movie, Mark.
So this character has been around forever. Lee Marvin played him in Point Break. Robert Duvall played him in The Outfit. This is Richard Stark's baby here. And so for us to find a way to do something different, it would take the likes of Shane Black. But this is an action heist movie, really rooted in character. And, this is a very gray area, so you find yourself rooting for some unsavory characters. But we are guys who also have a moral code. And, once we're crossed, that's it. All the rules are broken. And, people tell me I can't go back to New York City, so I'm coming to take the city back.
No, see, you would say that. Somebody from Boston would say that. See, that's what he does. This is what he does, King. That's what he does, man.
Exactly. Hey, only chance for New York to get a title this year was the Liberty. It's a wrap. It's already over.
I haven't even asked you questions.
Don't worry about it. I just want to get that out of the way. I got all the Yankee killers ready to go.
I know it was suspect to make the decision you're going to let a Bostonian on this show.
Exactly.
I'm talking about the Knicks marching into the final.
About that right now. Let me transition to you though, because you're usually associated with comedy, but this is something darker, whatever. What lured you to this project?
Well, I think one of the biggest things with our vocation is that people like to stretch, and you like to do things that are different than the norm. And so I've always been a big fan of this genre. I love a heist movie, a caper. And it also harkens to my training. I was trained as a dramatic actor, and so I like to delve in and put my toe in this kind of stuff. And I adore this guy, so I wanted to work with him.
But he's also hilarious in the movie. Yeah. And, you don't have a Shane Black movie without having comedy. I think that's one of the other things that all the other Parker movies lacked was real comedy. So to have elevated action, a giant heist, great set pieces, and also comedy throughout a character-driven movie, I think that's why people.
Well, we're accustomed to seeing you with action, Mark. But what was different about this compared to the other action?
Like I said, it was Shane Black. It's a throwback. I grew up watching these kind of movies with my dad, and to do a movie that's really character-driven, a kind of great crime thriller infused with comedy, I just thought it was a no-brainer. And I've always wanted to work with Shane.
Everybody talks about action movies and what have you. It takes a team. You're talking about a heist movie right here. You can't do it by yourself. You need a team to do it, right? We're sitting there talking, going back and forth about New York, Boston sports, and everything like that. When you talk about a team, assembling a team for something like this, what are you looking for most when you're working with each other, for example? What are you looking for from one another?
I'm usually looking for, you want variety in the cast, which also, again, comes down to the filmmaker. So you want different people with different strengths to be on the team. The same way you would in the team inside the film. This guy does this, he's the technical person, does demolition. You want the same thing, you want there to be different flavors, so you have a mosaic when you have the team together. I think it helps the viewer, it gives the viewer more of a fun experience.
And also great chemistry, and then you have to have people who are really there to serve Shane's vision, because he's such a very specific writer, director. He's looking for something, and the characters are so rich on the page that you're attracting great talent anyway.
Both of y'all are knowledgeable about sports, but sticking with this movie, I want to ask you this. If you think about team, if you think about an athlete out there that personifies team that you'd love to be involved with, who would that athlete be?
Oh, well, for team?
For team.
Tom Brady. Come on.
Well, he's retired. I mean, that's easy answer. I mean, 7 championships, 7 Super Bowl titles, but he's working in the broadcast booth now.
Bill Russell.
Well, that's a long time ago, God rest.
It's only 11. Only 11. Only 11.
Is
there anybody from any other place other than Boston? Anywhere else?
No, of course. You look at the great leaders and also role players. There's so many, and I think that really comes down to coach being able to find the chemistry. Same thing as a director, you know what I mean? You got to have great leadership, and you have to buy into a culture. You know what I mean? You have to buy into servicing the vision of the coach and servicing the better of the team. Going to throw in the young kid. What's going to happen with him?
Well, you'd say something
Danny
like
Dimes
that.
even went on to
say something like that. I simply say they don't have much talent. They got 2 wideouts that can ball. They got a few defensive players. But, I mean, collectively speaking, there's a lot to be desired. You know what I'm saying? It just is. It's just the truth.
I would say, I would say, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is a guy who has the skills of a diva, but I think that man blocks as well as anybody on one of the most vaunted offensive lines in football. I watch him on plays where I know the ball's not going to him. He blocks and blocks and blocks. He's such a team player. And once again, buys into the culture that the coach wants. He's a water carrier, and he's so good at what he does. But to him, I think he takes as much pride in catching a touchdown as he does just pancaking somebody.
You got that from Gronk.
Yeah.
So now we're going to bring it Gronk. Now we're going to bring it Gronk, right? So Brady and Russell and Gronk. You don't stop. You don't stay. You're unbelievable.
I'm in New York. I'm not in New York that often.
I'll tell you what I love.
He's got to take his shots.
Some of the biggest sports fans are in Hollywood. And one of the things that I always pay attention to is that how y'all focus on team. How much does your careers influence your sports passion and what you look for from sports teams? Because y'all can't, you got to be a team. You got to be a great teammate. You working on a movie, you working on a TV show, whatever. You got to be a good teammate. You can't be all about you. It's not going to work. And I'm assuming that kind of attitude is what you transition or you transform into your sports vernacular and in terms of what you're looking for from a sports team or what have you. How much does that play a role in the careers that you have in terms of your sports fandom?
I think it's everything.
Yeah,
right?
you're only as good as the guy next to you.
I mean, you're only as good. Look at these guys. I mean, he's operating the jib. You have a stage manager over here. Everybody who's working outside. It takes a team. It's almost the same thing. It takes a team to put everything together. We need the gaffers. We need the electricians. We need the sound people. I mean, we're kind of in a vacuum if we don't have the rest of the members of the team.
I got you. Let me get to you real quick before we go because we only got a minute left. Your Patriots going to do anything this year?
We're going to the playoffs.
Are your Patriots going to do anything this year?
We're going to the playoffs. I believe in Vrabel. We're going to the playoffs. You can't win a game with 6 turnovers. We were just having this conversation. 6 turnovers, and we still should have won that game. I mean, come on, they're starting to look good. I'm feeling.
So you're still they're starting to look good, even though they lost.
For the last couple of years, I had no stress, and I found myself sitting on the couch with my son, getting anxiety again, getting that knot in my stomach. Right, I lose my appetite.
And you saying that's a good thing?
We're going back. We're going back.
We're going back.
We're going back. We're going to be back.
Where?
We're going to be back to the promised land.
Oh my Lord.
Adding more chips.
Oh my Lord.
Adding more trophies.
Oh my Lord.
Mr. Kraft got to build another trophy.
Oh my goodness.
It's happening.
I'm not letting you off the hook.
Yes, sir.
Baseball, your Tigers blew a 15-and-a-half game lead. I mean, it's a historic collapse. Cratering. All right. Your Lions looked good Monday night against Baltimore. Penn State I know you're a big Penn State fan. They got a big game this weekend. We got a big game
Saturday. Listen, here's the thing. Everybody keeps focusing on Drew Aller. We don't need to focus on Drew Aller. We got Katron and we got Singleton in the backwood. We're going to run. Oregon has always had an explosive offense. For the last 30 years, they've had an explosive offense. If they can't get on the field, they can't score. And if we run, which we have a veteran offensive line, we're going to be amazing. We win that game. It'll be close. We're going to win that game.
You two are just
You think we're delusional?
You're just I don't put y'all a little delusional.
If they can't get the ball, I just turned into him. If they can't get the ball, they can't score.
Keegan-Michael Key, the one and only Mark Wahlberg. Play Dirty Hits Prime Video October 1st. Fellas, an honor to be here with y'all. Love y'all both. Keep doing great things.
Thank you.
Love you, Steve.
Right.